service outlet of the black one, you're actually, that's not going to open up so you get 20 amps. So you got to imagine just the whole idea of this, the importance of a GFCI, if it shuts the power off, instantly you end up getting the fault. So the question was, like in a movie, when people put something in an outlet and they can't move, that's exactly it. And that's where you have this muscle contraction at 10 and you can't let go. You know you're being electrocuted, but you can't let go because your muscle's stuck in it. Cut out for me. And you can see the tools he uses there. We call those hot sticks. And those are very specialized tools. They're silicone finished on the outside, they're hollow on the inside, and they're foam filled on the inside. And we test them every year at 100,000 volts per linear foot. And that's what allows us to go out in the field, out in the world, and we can touch this stuff if we're using those or our big rubber protective gloves. And so I'm having him use all that so he can handle these just a little more versatile for what we're doing. So in this scenario, we've got a little squirrel, and this is a classic Truckee day. So in the morning, it's pretty cold. Everyone's cold. We got their fireplace lit, and the little squirrel's cold outside. He climbs one of our power poles, gets on top of one of the poles, and there's a transformer like that. When he's on that transformer, if he reaches up and touches that cutout there, that thing he's going to touch right there, this is what happens. So you end up, the little squirrel didn't do so well. And then typically the lights are off in most everyone's house, and that cutout, that thing that he touched with the little red stripe on it, that will be hanging open. And you call us and say, hey, my power went out, I heard a loud bang. And so when we come out to your house, we see a scenario like this, and then we look around, and unless there's a bird who's been by or a dog, that squirrel's on the ground. And we'll go, okay, we're pretty sure this is what happened. We'll make sure everything is good, and then Kyle will come out, and he'll take out that fuse, cut out the one that the squirrel popped. But that's just a safety device to save that transformer from overloading if it has a constant fault. And he puts in a new one that has a fuse, or it's got a little fuse in it, and he closes it, and then boom, your lights come back on. And that's what typically happens when you hear a loud banging and your lights come on. So with that, you can see he's got his various tools here. Kyle, do you have your rubber gloves? And so you see that giant arc coming through there? Yeah, when we went back to my scale right here, this is the touch potential. This is where he was touching the car and he stepped out onto the ground. It is, but if you watch it enough shows, you get this arc in your pocket. Ask me how I know. Floating piece of metal. And if you get a floating piece of metal and it comes down in any of our equipment, it will energize our equipment. So we opened up that connection there. So if he stands in the, he's actually in the light there, you can see that our little light's on here. So you're good there. But our little house light on the far right end is not on. When he turns that balloon sideways, and puts it through, you can watch the electrons go around it, and you can watch the little light come on the house. So that's just a Mylar balloon, and that's enough energy going through it to light up your house. And that's just a regular balloon. So when you have these balloons and you enjoy them, please do us all a favor. Take that balloon, put a hole in it, and throw it in the trash. Light on the far end there. And that's through a wet fire hose. That's a wet fire hose. You could light your whole house with a wet fire hose if you did it right. Oh yeah. And so you can kind of get light everything up. There you go. Light your house through a rope. So with that, we'll bring your attention to, we've got our double hot dog over there. These hot dogs represent what will happen to their fingers. Your hands aren't going to survive that, you probably won't either. So you want to make sure, look up and look. little squirrel's going to pull that 3,700 dollars. So you see how that bird right now is not doing anything? That's just me. They'll reach up from there and then make contact with our safety device. And you'll hear a loud bang. You'll hear a loud bang and your power goes off. You call us up and say,